Zoom poběžící konferenci. A každý máme jinou prezentaci, takže vlastně po každý musíme nasdílet obrazovku.
Tady s ním má tak kamera.
My máme
Tomáši, prosím vás pěkně, asi to neumím technicky.
No, prostě se snažím.
Znáte to trochu tak, že ale když někdo chce,
Mám to hodit tam dozadu, nebudete se zlobit, ať tam mám trošku komfort. Děkuji pěkně. Tady šatnu máme dole.
Zase samostatně, jo?
jako, znáš to, každá série si končí.
Vypadá to, že je to já si tam
Já jsem ta stará matka,
Je tady strašně
ano, to se vlastně jako hodí, je to vlastně určitě. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected participants and honorable guests. Let me express warmest greetings to the International Scientific Conference Experience Education in Postmodern Society and in Historical Context, held in the College of Physical Education and Sport, Palestra. I am delighted to have the opportunity to give this morning plenary session, gathering of talented experts in area of experience education, health promotion and well-being. This is a great day and I am very happy to welcome our participants from abroad, delegates of or representatives of the European Network of Sport Academies and the representative of Balkan Federation of Adapted Physical Activities. I am especially happy to see here young people, our young colleagues, which express their interest in research of health promotion. By listening to this conference contributions, we all can understand changing trends and respond to new ideas in society. I am looking forward for the presentations in relation to holistic concept of experience, accented topics, focus of experience issues in different areas of society, especially in family, school and work environment. It gives me great pleasure to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all organization team members for their solid job in realization of the conference, and also to the management of Palestra for a kind support. Especially I express many thanks to the Associate Professor Markéta Schwamberg-Schauerová for her leadership and inspirations. Without her support, this international scientific event could not be realized. I wish to all participants fruitful events and full success for the sake of common good. Dobré ráno, dámy a pánové, vážení účastníci a vážení hosté. Dovolte mi, abych co nejsrdečněji pozdravila Mezinárodní vědeckou konferenci Prožitek v době postmoderní a v historických souvislostech na naší vysoké škole tělesné výchovy a sportu Palestra. Je pro mě velkou ctí řídit tuto ranní sekci a zahájit konferenci a jsem potěšena, že mám příležitost oslovit setkání tak talentovaných odborníků v oblasti zážitkové pedagogiky, podpory zdraví a well-being. Zvláště mě těší přivítat účastníky ze zahraničí, delegáty Evropské sítě sportovních akademií a delegáta Federace Adaptive Physical Activity Balkán. Při poslechu příspěvků z této konference můžeme všichni porozumět měnícím se trendům a reagovat na nové myšlenky ve společnosti. A zvlášť vítám také naše mladé kolegy, kteří začínají s výzkumem v oblasti well-being a podpory zdraví. Těšíme se na prezentace týkající se holistického pojetí zážitku. Akcentována jsou témata zaměřená na kontexty prožitku zážitku v různých oblastech, včetně rodinného, školního i pracovního prostředí. Upřímně dovolte mi, abych vyjádřila upřímné poděkování všem členům organizačního týmu za jejich solidní práci při realizaci konference, ale abych také poděkovala vedení Palestry za laskavou podporu této konference. Obzvláště pak děkuji paní docence Markétě Schwamberg-Schauerové za její iniciativy a inspirace k uskutečnění konference. Bez její obětavosti a podpory by se tato mezinárodní vědecká akce nemohla uskutečnit. Přeji všem účastníkům plodné debaty a plný úspěch v zájmu obecného blaha. Now with pleasure I invite Dr. Mrs. Katarina Maria Vadíková with her contribution postmodernity of experiential sports education and ethics. Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the invitation. And there is really an honor for me to speak here today at this conference. I'm really here each conference, so my mind is open and it's really absorbing all of these really great ideas on experiential pedagogy and experiential education. So thank you very much for the invitation again. And just now to be very short and to be very like the weather is. I would like to introduce you to the topic of postmodernity, what postmodernity is, and because of that, I have prepared an experiential presentation for you, just to welcome you to know how about to speak about postmodernity and how about to speak about an experience in the postmodern world. So please come with me to the postmodern weather, let's see, and to the postmodern mind, and to the postmodern ideas what are expecting for us anywhere we are in any fields of we are incorporated in. So what about I will be speaking. You see, I would like to show you how does postmodernity look like. I would like to welcome you to the philosophical discussion about what postmodernity is looking like, and I would like to invite you to look at the postmodern way of thinking on sport. And then there will be a very interesting question: how to catch the essence of sport in such a disaster as postmodernity seems to be. That will be very hard, and I would like to really, I'm very happy for the discussion. And then I hope to come to the result that I see the fostering of experiential education of sports since childhood to form responsibility sportsmen and sportswomen as a step out from postmodernity to the better life and to the better world. Okay, so let us experience the postmodernity. So how does a postmodernity look like? How is it described? There are many apocalyptic expressive usage of natural light metaphors. It looks like shadows, it looks like fog, look there. It looks like magma, it looks like liquidity, really, it's really very uncomfortable raining today. Like tsunami, yeah? So this is really very aggressive metaphor behind that. In such a way, it is hard to describe, to define, to characterize anything in such circumstances. To recognize what is right and what is bad, what is real, to recognize the identity, to distinguish between what is good and what and evil. So foggy views, foggy opinions, foggy statements. So no real, I can't see, and hardly to be able to see anything. In such circumstances, it is not possible to catch anything physically, mentally, spiritually. It is defined by its liquidity. It floats between fingers. It melts into emptiness. Very hard. Or just imagine magmatic liquidity. Everything is melting in such circumstances. Any opinions, any statements, everything, any ideas, everything is good, everything is bad. So this is really light magma. I have done research in Slovakia, how Slovakia, because I am from Slovakia, I haven't introduced myself. So I have done this research, and I found that human thinking is really touched by postmodernity, and because of that, I can show you such a disaster, such pictures to involve you to really understand what postmodernity way of thinking is looking like. And how it is characterized by philosophers. As postmodernity itself, also lines of its definition are melting in an ocean of contemporary human thinking. I would like to mention only a couple of them. For example, Welsh line, unity of pluralities as the last value. Unity of pluralities. It's really like a puzzle. Puzzle-like model. You have to see above, and then you can see the picture. This is Welsh line version. Listopad line, the era of ending of the big projects, ideas, ideologies, they are melting. Aristotle-like or Thomistic-like systems. Where are systems? The era of relativism and unlimited tolerance, really tolerance to everything, to everybody, and Gadamer-like line, So much of contemporary opinions we are struggling with. So many theories. An establishment, he says, an establishment of a comprehensive dialogic situation is needed. Dialogue is needed. This is really we should introduce the scientists to each other, to know each other's opinion, and then to discuss on it. Bauman Lifeline, era of destabilization, he describes postmodernity as an era of destabilization, liquidity of world pillars, as our love, relations, wisdom. Really? Disaster. Lipovetsky Lifeline. He describes postmodernity as crude moral, consumeristic, narcissistic world of emptiness, of disillusion. Lardini Lifeline. No space for culture, no space for love, no space for sacrifice, no space for human relations, no space for man. Man, as such, disappears. Our statements, as I have told you, what I can say it is a special way of changed human thinking, defined by science of postmodernity. Just look at that science. These are only basic signs of postmodernity. To speak, to catch only one. I will be speaking 1 week. So I will not torture you with it. These are really, just see at them, look at them, just see them. Corruption, destruction, relativism, post-morality, banality of power. Okay, just now, it was a little bit philosophical. Now we can come to sport. We can come to the topic sport. What about to look at a postmodern way of thinking on sport? Please, just imagine yourself and your neighbors as watching a football match. Yeah? Just see and just watch. What a beautiful picture. Look at the techniques. I think all of the players, for postmodern eye, it is invisible. The visible is only the green of the grass. The visible is only this guitar player. Not such important for football fans. However, this is important. This is important for a postmodern man. Football can be considered as one of those socially significant games that reflect the mindset of society, the functionality of good morals, the degree of transformation of values. It is not only about individual players, but about the whole society in which it is played. Therefore, it also shows signs of postmodernity, destabilizations of terminology and rules, excessive tolerance for unethical, unprofessional behavior on and off the field, racial on gender intolerance, performance orientation and the expense of respect for humanity, corruption, buying or selling matches, consumerism on the part of players, interviewers and the whole society. The image of a football player doesn't have clear contours. It is becoming fluid. It is not important how he plays, what values he represents, what kind of life he leads, but what his status is at matter. What is allowed to do for him and not for others. What the referees did not feature out. How he avoids doping. A footballer becomes a candy for spectators and managers, which once consumed dissolves into the void of population. The postmodern football player can no longer fully sacrifice himself. He lacks a sense of solidarity, partnership, kindness, a sense of the limit of the game, and self-knowledge. He becomes a scared puppet of his managers and often resorts to undignified shortcuts in behavior to draw attention to himself and distract from the game. The postmodern football player no longer represents the values of his country, his nation, his race, and does not develop to the art of the game, but is sold cheaply without the right to recognition. So, very hard question. How to catch the essence of sport in such a disaster as postmodernity seems to be? Against the wall, postmodernity may be seen as an invitation to personal responsibility, to an autonomous decision to stay a moral person, to keep dialogical relationing, to proudly guard human dignity in wise distinguishing good and evil. Postmodernity may be enlightened by rehumanization, which may show the contours of human reality. Rehumanization is possible only in dialogic relations, if dialogue is kept and fostered not only inside of family communities, however, in society as such. The real help in foggy, unclear, unstable situation may be the hand of anybody which comes to develop a relation. In such a real human network of cooperation may be mankind saved and never overcome by artificial intelligence. Experience of real human cooperation is rare, precious, gift, given selflessly in dialogical relations. What about connection between experience, postmodernity, and sport? The experience of movement is a joyful event. When a mother feels the movement of her unborn child for the first time, the first steps after an injury, the handshake of a seriously ill person, a smile, and a frown. Sport is widely defined as such a type of physical activity that people do to keep healthy and for enjoyment. This is modern definition. The old experience may help us to qualify reality at the length of our nose. Yeah, I have it quite long. At the end of length of our nose. However, sharing of common experiences may be the first help on the way out of any foggy situation. And sharing of the experience of mankind may be seen as the power, the will, which opens the door to sun to shine through the postmodern situation. So to this, I would like to invite you. Conclusions. We are invited to be responsible persons facing the postmodernity. Experience of movement may help us to do the first step towards a better future, to awake us from stagnation, disillusion, emotional emptiness, the construction and consumerism, if we have still enough goodwill to decide, to accept any helping hand, and to return to dialogical relations. Personal experience as such is needed to stay oriented enough inside of own personality. However, dialogic experiences should be shared as a treasure and heritage of mankind to proudly defend human dignity. Sport as such has already been touched by postmodernity. Because of that, the continual fostering of experiential education of sport since childhood is more than needed. Thank you very much for your dialogical comprehension.
for your excellent presentation, very well prepared, and about trying to define what is postmodernity, because even people say about the fog, brain fog, foggy, and I think we should invite Professor Vadíková for 1 week for our especially students of wellness to explain more.
Yeah.
For us, it's very near Bauman concepts, but you know much more. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we have time. Thank you for keeping the time, very professional. Thank you very much. And now it's my pleasure to invite guests of almost of Palacký University, Professor Julia Pitmanová, PhD, Klimešová, and to present results of the project Move and Play, the Stress Away Against Teacher Burnout. So, yes, please.
Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, dear colleagues. It's also for me a great honor to be here and present here our partnership in the project serving an important topic of prevention of teachers burnout. Of course, it's not new topic. Certainly it's postmodern topic, as I heard, because it's probably very foggy. I would like to present you more practical things. We are now with my colleague Iva Klimešová, sitting over there, being partners of European Erasmus project Move and Play, the Stress Away. My name is then Julia Wittmanová, and me and Iva coming from Olomouc, Czech Republic.
Tak si musím dole odkliknout. No, jestli chcete, aby viděli obličej, to je jenom to.
Yeah, there is a technical problem.
To see your face.
Okay,
Maybe there is a technical problem.
it's better.
I don't know if there is a visibility. Yeah, that's the problem. Is it a problem?
Yes, it is. Sorry, Julia.
Okay, try to be flexible. Then I'm going to sit. It's uncomfortable for me to sit, but
Yes.
that's all right.
I apologize.
That's fine. Me and Iva coming from Palacký University Olomouc, and we are from Faculty of Physical Culture. I'm from Department of Adapted Physical Activity. That means it's very close to me, work of colleague from yes, I'm sorry, will be presenting. And I know from that field for ages Milena and Zuzka Kornatovská, because we all next to well-being and wellness and yoga, working in inclusion topic. And my colleague Iva is working in the Department of Natural Sciences in kin anthropology. For me and for us, it's very important partnership. And I was mentioning I'm going to talk about partnership in a project. I would love to take you back in time. I have 10 problems, it's impossible to move. Presentation. Sorry. Okay, let me take you back in time to already 12 years ago, in 2013. We were asked by partner of Gloucester University in UK if we want to become members or part of European project dealing with free play work, and we succeed. And since that time, we are cooperating in many European projects. In 2013, we also more or less firstly on working level met our colleagues from Palestra, because in this project called Volunteers in Play Work, we needed some external evaluator for European project, and we became partners with Palestra, and they were working with us as external evaluators of all the project. And since that, I was counting, we are coming to these conferences every 2 years, and since that time we are presenting here more or less all these European projects. We working together with such nice team of colleagues, and all of them, I would say, are connected with holistic background, with topics of experiential pedagogy. And we start with Great Britain, England. For England is impossible these days to have European project, of course. And for our last project, we are partners with Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. I would like to show you this project we were working on, but from 2013 we've got project Volunteers in Play Work. It was about freely chosen play for children. Another project was how to get play to schools, and the project called CAPS, Children Access to Plays to School. And the output was to make schools more friendly to children's play. And all our audience were children from primary, secondary schools, and of course educators. The third project was about teaching and learning outdoor, and we were working on topic plants and play producing universal skills. Why we as Faculty of Sport were involved in projects about teaching outdoor, play, and working with nature, because we think that it's very hard to motivate children and young people to move, at least in our region. And I think, for example, if you have possibility to teach outdoor, if you can take your class outdoor and teach any subject, English classes, Czech language classes, maths, whatever, outside, and have possibility to play, it's that you do somehow movement and you move naturally. That means you may increase your teachers and your children fitness. You may acquire new practical skills in a nature environment, and how to say unwittingly, without knowing that you're moving and you're improving your fitness, for example. And it's the way how we can use that experiential pedagogy, adventure pedagogy, wildness therapy, and all these topics. And movement and play, working with body, movement, here and now, and creativity. It's all this topic which we are transforming in that new project called Movement and Play, but our target group are not children this time, but teachers. And we once again to let them to play, to think, to use grounding and activities like this. And I would like, hopefully it would work, because I would like to show you our pilot advertising video for this project. Start a little bit postmodern for me. was pilot advertising for all project, because all projects start in 2023, and we are only in after first year of the project, and we are still going to have 2 more years. As you see in the video, we are attracting teachers and educators to have somehow self-care and evaluation and diagnosis of possibility to have signs of burnout. All target groups are then educators. That means we can all outcomes can use educators from kindergarten to university teachers, and we are also thinking about possibility for use of, for example, coaches or leisure time activity educators or afternoon clubs educators at schools. We always in our project using some piloting at schools, and we are using schools in our Olomouc region, and we have here 2 very nice partners schools cooperating with them already 12 years. And you believe me, it's, for example, that play work and play to schools change these schools a lot, because they have afternoon clubs, they staying outside in the afternoon, they have longer breaks between second and third lesson at school, and they go out and they enjoy more movement in the school. What would be the results from our project? Would be online intensive course in system MOOC. It's like free possibility of online courses background. We are preparing card set for teachers, because it's very popular to use like playing cards for activities. You can have set of cards, you have here activities, and you can choose which activity you're going to use for yourself or for your students, for example. And we are ready to, we preparing training course for teachers to become somehow aware of burnout. We've got a little survey what would be good and nice and interesting topics for our teachers in our burnout course, and we came with 6 modules. You can see them here. The first would be first is like some introduction what is stress and burnout in some more easy way, like that you can check if you have some signs of burnout already. Second part would be that playful connections, and then connecting with nature, space, caring for yourself, connecting with our body. And sixth one would be some kind of creativity, connected with body, with dance, with art. I'm just thinking that we have so many connections because, for example, Marketa, she is working in the field of burnout. She wrote already some books and she did research of university students, if I'm right, yes, with burnout. Then she would be certainly very helpful in our project. We didn't ask her yet. And why we are taking that? My colleague Eva, she is teaching next to other things, nutrition at our faculty, and we are using her knowledges working in the field of mindfulness in eating, how you can eat, how you can enjoy your time with food. I'm doing my thesis with students on topic of burnout, and I'm also running some courses for teachers about burnout in way of diagnostic process, evaluation, preventive activities. And this is sort of my part. We have at our faculty colleagues more working in well-being and mindfulness, and there will be some techniques like this. Our colleague from Hungary are working in connection with body in the way of caring for body parts, yoga, psychomotorics, grounding techniques. Polish colleagues from Gdańsk going to use experiences from that play work and play. Just some examples of work. There would be a set of cards. There would be some kind of, you don't have to go through, it's just text. On one side would be the text with some little activity, and on other one would be some picture. It's just piloting, it's not ready yet. Then for example, this is practicing mindful eating on one side, and you have like 5 steps. Slow down, listen to your hunger, no distract while you're eating, practice gratitudes, and you have some card. You can use it as a teacher for yourself, you can use it with your students if you have this lunch break or whatever. And there will be set like 32 cards. Then we have this MOOC system. It's like we use Moodle system in our faculty and university, and there are different online courses in different systems. We're going to use that MOOC system, and we have inside for these 6 parts, all these 6 modules, we have articles, we have some exercise, we have we preparing videos, and it will be free of charge use, at least in the beginning. And we hope, even we know you can find lots of about burnout and how to prevent on internet. We found lots of Czech very nice nets and networks working in that field, but still we hope we can bring something new or some different point of view because of our partnership. And still have time. I also can do some imagining activity with you, maybe. I can't stand it. But this is, you probably know that activity. I'm starting even online with that activity with all teachers, that they should, you don't have to draw anything, but they should draw on piece of paper this, I call it like gingerbread, ginger body or whatever in English. And you imagine that inside that body, you can think about, if you would have time, you can write down things, activities, or people which charge you, give you an energy at your work. You can really think about, if you are a coach, you can think about your coaching process. It doesn't matter. If you are students, what's bring you energy while you're studying, for example, and you try to think about as many things as possible, like brainstorming, for example. And I'm giving some time to participants. You should try this, each of you think at least about 2 or 3. If you feel in that inside body, where are these positive sources for your mindfulness, whatever, outside your body, you should write sort of barriers, things, activities, people, situations that stress you, that take your energy from you. And it's very nice to work in the groups. Even in COVID time, we were working in the groups online, in that rooms, shared rooms, and making these discussions. And in the end of the activity, 30 or 20 seconds. People can just cross 3 most important positive and negative things, and then we are sharing information about these barriers and sources. Is there someone wanting to share with us positive sources? At least one. I mean, one source, not one person, more.
Yoga.
Yoga.
Practicing.
Social interaction. Social interaction.
Yoga.
Coffee maker.
Yes, perfect. I heard there are some colleagues from Germany. What is good for in Germany? Or what sources you using? Except soccer, maybe. No more. How about Slovakia?
In a speech.
In a speech. Okay, and some barriers, except for some barriers. Okay, you are too lazy to do any activities. Okay, stopping. Then we are really in first third of our project, and we hope to make it nice, because what is good in our partnership is that this time we are only 3 partners. It's a very nice work. And we are only university, and we have 2 other partners which are NGOs, educators, educational organizations. And that we love to work with them, because we know that all these products are always used in practice. It's our instrument for work and giving courses.